Good evening, everybody. How the hell are we all doing? I am doing fine. It's been... Oh, right. TV is muted, I think. Can't quite tell. It shows a preferred I am today. It is not. I'm probably doing well today. Sorry it's a late start. However, editing is a thing. And I wanted to make sure I got it all done for the final run through tomorrow. So, we're continuing on with Danganronpa Chapter 3. Where we left off last, we saw a mysterious man running around. And our old Celeste was attacked by him, which was strange. And then Hifumi was attacked by him. He went to the med bay. We all went upstairs to look around for Kyoko, who had disappeared, who Byakuya suspects is the one who is the spy. He could be right. He could be playing a double bluff and think it's him all along. But I agree with him like that. And then we heard a scream downstairs in the med bay, and Hifumi was bopped on the head. So it's where we left it. Discover. Oh, and also Taka become like kind of a hybrid with Mondo, because of course he would. Because he sold the image of Mondo on a laptop which has been missing, which is what prompted the search in the first place, which got Hifumi up on the head. The laptop had Chihiro's face on it. He was like working on an AI. Someone's stolen it, I don't know who. Probably the person who did all this. He had grape soda today. It's Fanta. Because it's fantastic. Anyway. Also move my mic arm so it's not blocking the screen. I think it's better here where it is now. Anyway, let's get on. Cut this down a little bit. So. Celeste and Hina. We were with Celeste and Hina and Sahakura at the start, so I don't know who. I don't think it's them two. Touch not if I do anything right. Fine. Sorry, Tro. But Hifumi got bopped on the head with a handle on most of it. And how are you doing? How have your meetings been today? Really can't be, can it? That Hifumi is. Anyway, before I do anything, I have to confirm what I saw. What did you saw? You saw, literally, you just walked in here and found him dead. Another hammer. Justice hammer 3. It's even bigger than the other two. Just as I suspected. One strike from that and you're finished. Then the killer. There could be no doubt. This mysterious individual. Going away what the feeling called him. Cover it must be Robo Justice. But it's been alright. Just got back from running really around for some lab work. And a big lunch. Ooh, food cover and pepe. What did you have for lunch? That's the question. And also, Troa, I have resolved my problem from the other day. So everything's crackers, and I am very excited about them. And grape soda, because it's great. Whoever's hiding that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. Yes. But wait. You saw him on the third floor, right? Running back into the hall. So how did they end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying that they like teleport or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. You're right.
So then...
Shall we go? Hina, slap out of it. Huh? You okay, Hina?
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm not sure if I can move right now. I'm feeling kind of... This is the problem. Can't just leave Hina here alone. Okay, then I'll go charge them. You stay here with Hina. Yeah, that's sus. Something else to point out from last time. There was a discovery of a time machine, but it's actually an air purifier. I wonder if that's actually anything to do with it. I guess we'll see when we... Very well, we'll leave it to them. Pardon me. Okay, back soon. I'm trying to sound confident in that beat, but I was not as upbeat as Hifumi. He was beat up with a hammer. I still haven't stopped trembling from what I've just been through. Everyone else is on the third floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone's chasing out the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? Celeste, what's wrong? Flashback. Sorry, I'll intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. Ran up as soon as I screamed. Just blocking the stairs so you head further down the hallway and missed him. Yes, I mean, it wouldn't make any sense. This game is perfectly grounded in reality. You ran up, go further down the hallway. Way to the back of the hallway. Yes, that is what further back would mean. I'm guessing this map is useless right now. Did you go art room or did you go check art room? Nothing strange here so far. The hammers are missing! There are wooden mounts hanging on the wall, but I guess these big sculptures. There was more hammers here before, I'm sure. I am very sure. Okay, well at least we found out where the hammers came from. I think. But that's not important right now, we need to find the others. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here. But I still feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I feel someone's presence. It's presence. Look over there in the back. I leapt through the doorway, and what I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. Oh. There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka. Thank you, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. He's dead. Interesting. I was saying how we hadn't had a double murder yet. And now we have a double murder. This is spicy. His body discovered in the nest office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to two nightmares, one after another. No, they weren't nightmares. They were daymares. This is the harsh reality. The true nightmare is the reality. The reality you have to face every day. Fucking mood. But still. What is this happening? Dot, dot, dot. Also 3 dots. Alright, what happened? Another hammer. Just as hammer 4 and even bigger than before. That's suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka 2. There's a Taka 2? Toko! Don't tell me Toko 2. Relax, she's first time she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right, when Toko was Toko, she's a fear of blood, huh? We established that last chapter. She didn't get a wake up. But no luck, just leave her be for now. Like you should leave her alone for now.
However,
But why is it just Hammer 4? Well, what do you mean? Celeste is just a Hammer 1. There's a film you just in Hammer 2. This challenge just Hammer 4 happened to just Hammer 3. Ah!
what?
What's the matter? No, when you mentioned just Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
As if I forgot! Just slipped my mind, by the way, that Hifumi's fucking dead. Taka's the only one who's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What?
What? Grim.
Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came together. Come on, we better go check it out. Of course, come on. So Sakura, Byakuya, and I. Fucking great names. Rush to the physics lab. As soon as we're at the physics lab.
Oh,
So that's thanks for waiting in the nurse's office. Something has come up. Yeah, her Fumi's dead, right?
indeed.
Well, that's not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. The clown? Disappeared? Fumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did you say?
I told you that it disappeared. Don't be ridiculous. Interesting.
Come on.
Okay. Be serious.
What?
What the heck is happening here? With me, big fucking tear Sakura.
Hey!
Everyone back to the nurse's office. Oh, I already went up the stairs using my balance skills. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. It has gone. I could not believe my eyes. Fumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared. 3 dots. Being still time to the bathroom. Well, the other one's gone for like a minute. Then when we got back,
Indeed.
through the back of the cupboard, they must have come and carried his body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all gonna die here. We're all going to die, just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. Well, even he's rattled, that's good. I don't believe her body would just disappear.
Why?
First there were 2 murders in piss yellow blood. Now one of the bodies is taken. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed, we found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka 2? Where's Taka 2? It can't be, it can't be. No!
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die, all of us. They're gonna kill us all. Then who might be the next target? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forgot she's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? Didn't have a choice, she passed out and she refused to wake up.
huh?
So she's still unconscious?
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she's still up there? Nothing? Why? That's interesting. Why would she know that? I'm going to learn to take that cling to me wherever I go. I'll put it out there.
Bastard!
You bastard! Calm down, you forgot about her, didn't you? You know what to blame me. Everyone, stop fighting, we won't have me to hurry back.
Huh?
I gotta take the boy, I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Lucky, I'm something on Toko, I'll never forgive you. Exactly! Just learn to coexist and live in your dungeon with the free food and washing you can get. So like, it's a free hotel, free board, like, you know, people you could learn to tolerate. And if not, then, you know, maybe no more people come. Who knows? We shot out the nurse's office with a gun we didn't have, and they bolted up the stairs. Heading back to the 3rd floor. He ran some equipment at full speed. All these stairs are going to give us a workout. How we got there? Toko. Thank God you're okay. Right away I noticed. Something very different here. A car! It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared.
This
Can't be happening. Are we hallucinating on this or something? Yeah, it's not a hallucination. I've never saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before. Because I'm seeing it now. Because before is in the past and time's not linear. It's just a fucking now or never. What are you saying? Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. Piss yellow and wrong. They just vanished to thin air. Obviously whoever did this hid in the body. But why would they do that? Can't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, a custom suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. Gotta hurry and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, well, I don't think you have to worry about that. Think about it. Who could be responsible for killing beneath their bodies?
Well...
When the Phoenix death crowd went out, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that we split into 2 groups. Now this time you came here in the group from the nursery. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko. Plus they listen. Hold on a second. Kyoko has now boyfriend Celeste and Hulu attack. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. She's very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love. That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes. I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means this individual we are looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there are no more murders. Regulation is very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule's in place. There will not be a 3rd murder. I'm going to break that rule. I minced you with the second thought, minced your grinder, turn you into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish like shrimp or crabs? I did not know that. But it's very interesting to know, thank you.
Let's see.
So, since 2 people have been pissed on and killed, there's no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You were there from the beginning. So you knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still don't know what I said, but better without her though. Fucking... I hate him, but he's right.
In other words...
And I hate that I know that he's right a lot of the time, but I still hate him. Anyway, never mind. Can I relax and search for 2 missing bodies? 2 missing bodies? Pardon me, 2 people have been killed, and the bodies have been hidden. Only one without an alibi. The only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where does she go?
What?
Kyoko, what's the matter? Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Whatever. Need to find those bodies. Oh, a little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Oh, that's better. Let's begin searching.
But...
Be back. There's no need to be afraid. The murders will take place during the case.
I mean...
I know that, but I mean, I think I do it.
Hina.
Just remember, it's not coming with you.
Huh?
Okay, thank you. I need to thank you. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay. Okay. seriously just an air purifier? Frankly, that sounds like bullcrap to me. It does sound like bullcrap. Bullcrap sounding like an air purifier. Which means obviously some kind of purpose, but I don't think I've put it to begin with. So I wouldn't have a clue where to start with. I don't reckon it's either Hero or Kyoko. I reckon it's someone else doing a fast one. I don't know why I think that. But this game has tricked me twice before and nothing has been straightforward, so I don't know what to believe. Attacks and tire bodies disappeared, leaving nothing but a bloodstain. Bloodstain with tire tracks. This is a tarp. Doesn't even get the order here. Nothing would worth thinking about too much. Except tarp is usually in the art room. Not the physics room. I don't think that was there before. Toko is Toko, she's afraid of blood. I don't need to worry about anything else dying, so I'll just leave it here for now. Yeah. That's sus. But that doesn't mean anything because it's just stuck as just right now. Right, art room. So the place to look. It's the only place I can think of to look when looking at something else. What's out of that? They're also in the art room. Interesting. They're trying to guide me in here.
Damn.
Such as bodies have disappeared. What happens after that? I'm not sure.
Huh?
Where could two bodies disappear to? Well, I don't know. That's all good track. It's like a rattle. Huh? Door must be locked. That is strange.
Damn.
Huh?
Very strange indeed. It's a locker. You can press support right now to open it. A locker that can hide a body. Let's not look into it because that'd be stupid. You fucking idiot. You fucking stupid moron. Could have.
Come on.
What are you saying? You need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean?
Indeed.
I found them. Me and Taki's bodies have been taken in the repository.
Goodbye.
Pretty tall, Kina and Sakura. We're going ahead. The bodies were in the repository. Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could be hidden. Up ahead, it's a repository. Wait, it's locked earlier. It's unturned. Guess it's unlocked. We're supposed to go inside. Why is it locked? What was the point of locking it? Why did I have to go and speak to them about it? When I entered, I saw. Two bodies disappeared right there. And there are 4 hammers missing. The smell of blood made me gag. I saw before my pissy yellow eyes was unquestionably and regularly unwavering reality. And then I heard an announcement for the second time. Interesting. Okay.
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time.
We had that. So here we are.
The Monokuma file!
So where did that kick head now? Unless the two that were the body already had already killed the people. I killed them. It's Byakuya, Toko, and Sakura. And I'm sure that's going to Taka because the southern one came through for him very quickly. Interesting. I don't you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something that happened. It's really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right. Sang it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Let's make sure and investigate for your mental might. Press my cross trial.
See ya later!
Bye. Bear. Well then, now we found the bodies. Let's have to discover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever, no coming back. Awful, this is just too awful. You know, suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
She's having a crisis. Large wet tears fell from her eyes. Tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. As if there was some world of make-believe, this might have been Hifumi opened his eyes. This wasn't a movie. This is a video game. This wasn't.
He's alive again?
Holy shit.
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything. Before I met you all. I met you all.
Snaps are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Yes, Comet. Who committed murder on you?
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you?
I think my line was better, Hina, but sure.
Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me?
Thank you very much.
That's right. I remember their name. Yasu. Hiro.
Yasuhiro. Can't believe it. His eyes closed. And they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolutely undeniable death. No, I was going to make a joke about that, but they just restricted it and fucking said it. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. We have to say them again. This is some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. You have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return is to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now the game has become exceedingly boring. I said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That's the only person he could have been referring to. Or maybe... Maybe it's like a set of numbers that he just said out loud.
So, in other words,
How would that the case at all? Some people have been killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going to find the wallets. Covered a lot of hides his face, kind of asked him, this is a bunch of giant without it. Is that what hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. He killed 2 of our friends.
that's fine.
Anyway, it's about time to track down the culprit in our little level dev game here. Although this time it's not the life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice. Thank you, Spider-Man. I have no choice but to go through this. To make sure everyone survives. We just have to do it. I'm going to take my hoodie off because it's getting quite warm. First I better check the Monokuma file. Victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death reached was a blow to the head. It is thought they were both killed by a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
Pretty strange, but where's the information is number 4? There's no problem. After all, the events of this case are unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without doubt, she has known about them to less than Hifumi were attacked. What if the kills and acting alone? What if they had a pissed yellow accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Get me ready. I'm ready to ask your question. Answer it. What question?
Yep.
Talking about accomplices, right? Please try explain it before, didn't I? Shouldn't have had class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, 2 people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, give me accomplice all you want. There's no gratification for it.
so then.
So you're saying no one got together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't do that. I've been free exchange of information between you guys. I just want you to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you want to know, like, assist in a murder. So I think these 2 murders are unrelated. Maybe.
Here.
Ready, welcome to Black and Graduate. Accomplice gets nothing.
So, in other words,
We need to figure out who did what. Kidding, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay, can we take this opportunity to clarify this whole shebang? Class trail, we need to determine is one true blackened who devised the murder, plot, and put it into action. True blackened, so just one person.
well now.
That's self-explaining, fine. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to the contestants. So there could only be one blackened. Accomplice wouldn't benefit. And I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. Maybe right. If that's true then, Kyoko, where are you?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Well, let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
We haven't seen no doubt that here is responsible. Turn the answers, I can't help to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider someone as a suspect just in case? We'll talk about the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Yeah. Jeez, when did you? Been looking all over for you, master. When I woke up, we were nowhere found. Anyway, you're there. Milksack's Rover Girl. Wow.
Huh?
Milksack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Knowing you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. Just try about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the body disappeared, she was lying unconscious in the equipment room. Let's tuck his body aside. I couldn't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, kind of every move I make. I'm not going to kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. Look me a murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
Hold on, topic. Should be supposed to guard by the bodies like before. Kind of disappearing again.
So then,
He and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'll be totally releasing something investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. You're right. All but one of us has an alibi, so figure out who did it. Yes, right? Right. And if you just knew, I don't think it's going to be straightforward as it seems. I also think that. Nice. There are hammers different sizes hanging on the wall. Well, there's some more like mallets. Mallets? Could the just hammer have been designed using those as a model? Either way, those hammers are obviously seen with a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait! For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Guys, always make sure you wash your hammers, and make sure you get in all the ridges. Spotless hammer has just been added to the truth bullet section behind it. Incidentally, it doesn't have a handle. I'm supposed to know it before, but I guess it was used to move statues around. Kind of awkward. When you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait! Wasn't this in the equipment room we found Taka's body? Now I look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel that was moved from the equipment room into the repository. What's the explanation for that? Maybe that's how they move the bodies, you fucking dingus. I mean, there's pretty much the only explanation for that. Right, Barkiller. What do you have to say? Bianca, do you really think Kira did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi certainly died. Yeah, so here is now.
So, in other words,
then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did it, why would he hide anything in that weird costume? Maybe you thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. It's the 4th century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. He is kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? There's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about this case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try and hide the bodies? Probably figured. If we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. If that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Yeah, because that's about the culprit is a moron. Is it really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why are they probably killing 2 people?
What?
Because the rule says, if you kill someone, you get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, the number of priorities of getting caught. If killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. Caught him off guard there. See, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Goodbye. Thanks to you. Might have some fun with this after all. Mysterious words hung in the air as if you left the repository. Talked as if he figured something out. But if he did, would have killed him. Tell me what it was. I hope he killed him. There are many aspects to this at this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that it might be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yes. Yes, look at things. This morning, only 4 of us met up in the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. Wait for the others, but no one showed up, so we decided to go and look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. So we split up. Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina and Celeste were directly on the 3rd floor. Quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. I mean, just after 7 o'clock. Based on the pictures Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robot Justice. Also become clear. As Robot Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Tokyo and Byakuya, we began searching the costumed assailant. We found injured Hifumi, the library on the 2nd floor. Took him down to the nurse office on the 1st floor and resumed our search. A mark after leaving the nurse's office. We'll try to slip me the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor and we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she appeared at the 3rd floor. Hearing her scream, we ran to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was rather a tense scream. I saw the strange costume man. He ran up as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so we headed further down until the hallway disappeared. And then... yeah... Huh? What was that? Came from the stairs, it must have been... Filming in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. I think I'm trying to figuring this out. I think Hiro is the accomplice. And Celeste is the murderer. She's the one who's basically been directing traffic and been the catalyst for all of this. I find it very suspicious that she was the one beat up. At this point, let's split up into 2 groups. Celestina and I went to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect from the 3rd floor. We got to the nurse's office. We found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also what we heard the body discovered in Nelson Play. We'll start and Hino and back on the 3rd floor. Let's tell you what happened.
However...
At the same time we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's body discovered around the same time. So remember hearing the body discovery announced in play, we're actually finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you about Byakuya and Hifumi being killed, right? Right. Because the announcer played again after we met all up in the same room to find the bodies. And if it played for when they all 3 of them found Taka, and we might have thought it was the time we found Hifumi, and Celeste was there. So I showed up and told you about Byakuya and Hifumi being killed, right? And then you and Byakuya headed to the nurse office. We might Toko was fated. Since we left physics lab, ran to Celeste, who would like to tell us something very unusual. Again, it's Celeste telling us the story. Hifumi's body disappeared. I bet the nurses have discovered that his corpse is in fact gone. Remember we abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Barbara, I heard this. That time Tuck's body disappeared. So from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies. Celeste told us we found the bodies. And we all had to repository. And that's when we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. That brings us to now.
However,
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. It doesn't look like a case game really for any time. I'm good.
So,
Hey, Mikhail, I was thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? I'm sure if we talk about this video, we split up and go around, right? I was really scared to being Sakura stuck together.
but
We came up to the repository to, you know, look around. But when the repository was there, the repository was locked and we couldn't get inside. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wondered the same thing. Doors up when we searched the bodies down, and that's wide open. She's secret looking here, we'll have to leave this area and figure it out. Attack the bodies. Taka, I'll never move again. According to looking at fire, I'll take a dive and blow the head. I just found a fall near his body. He couldn't move. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's top laid around his body. Did the killer use to move Taka's body? Yes, it did. That way there'll be no blood left behind the body's move. Blue top. Yes. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the ground. He's a really big body. I mean, how on earth could the killer move himself so big? From the nurse office, where he was discovered to hear the repository, that is also a very good question. Is it Sakura? I was thinking that, but she's got too many alibis for her. We went from the first one to the third without noticing anything. How the hell? It's so good, I just don't get it. Can't think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head. Probably from just Tower 3, which is laying on the ground in the nurse's office. Oh, wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's right, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. That is... I didn't notice that. I think someone wiped his glasses off. Who would do that? And why? Nice. Is that everything? I think it is. Definitely locked door. Can they be locked from the inside of the hospital? Doesn't anyone lock it in the art room? It's also going to be locked from the inside of the repository, which makes me wonder. Hifumi and Sakura. So he and Sakura, the body was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. The door is then going to be locked from the inside of the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone already got into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them into the repository. So that's someone. There's got to be a clear window somewhere. I should check somewhere else. Places I would know about. First nurse office. Equipment room. Like a way out somewhere. It's a locker. There's nothing Shiraka about it. Okay. 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 Let's go back to the hero still here. This is getting really suspicious. I was sitting right here and the killer carried the body away. I'm too pissed I missed so much of an ultimately rare event. Let's look at this blood again, because that's going to give rid to the tracks. Some kind of tire mark going onto the pool with blood in the middle of the room. It reminds you about the Dolly in the Little story. Yes. Figured that out already. That's a place moves through Taka's body. What about Hifumi? Hifumi's body's in the nerve cells on the first floor. Even with the Dolly, there's no way to get it out of the third floor. Still tell a mystery. Oh, this top. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, now just recently too. Justice Hammer 4. Weapon that's used to kill Taka. What is it? Where more weapons left here? Indeed. Can I teleport down to the that? My friend has come online. Hold on. So rest is in the Red's office. Where's Yakira? This is getting really interesting. Demonstrate the weapons used to kill Hifumi. Some with the body left by her hand. Right, so that's what we got to say. What do you investigate, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything precisely speaking. Could we go by and see if Hero might have been hiding somewhere? What about you? Oh yeah, I'm just checking on this and that. The main thing we might just have someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
Hifumi's moved, eh? But disappeared. He was supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. He was not feeling very well, so I stayed behind and looked after her. She was getting worse. I took her to the bathroom. When he got back in, her body was gone. Could not be gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, he didn't say the same thing. So the killer was able to get, move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
Seems so. To carry someone as big as Hifumi in a couple of minutes is... I can't think anyone else less than possible. Maybe it's Hina and I have Sakura then, I'm wrong about her altogether. Quick peek. So blood pack is near. Blood crashes into Zagash. Can't be there, I'm not a vampire. Interesting. It's a normal trash can, right? Wait, there's something inside. handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ah, where it's covered in blood.
Oh.
Oh, did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth on trash can.
Huh?
Cleaning cloth. And it's bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have been used it to wipe up some blood. Who would do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Unless this is another jump into logic. Maybe Hifumi was the one who is the sidekick, the accomplice, and she's the murderer because he's basically licking her ass the entire game since chapter 2. That's all I can think of. And he used the blood packets to fake his own death. And then was finished off by Celeste as a loose end.
Yes. Indeed.
Nobody can lift him. Yeah, he obviously was the accomplice. He. It doesn't explain where Kyoko and Hiro are, but. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? What a thank you for what you did. Not the thing you meant to, but you ended up making this good game of ours. Very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, let me give you this. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You might as well. The penmanship is very remarkable, so that's an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things are even more exciting. What are you talking about? Where do you repay my debt? I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
You also hear his message, but knows the truth. Cool. Let's go to Hero's room then. I could teleport there, but let me try it there. You keep saying Celeste and get excited. Try one. I mean, I could play Celeste. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll buy Celeste just for you, Shara, and play it one day. Again, to completion. I'll dedicate a month to it. The door is unlocked. Guess I can go inside. Jack, I just had to go look. It might not have been a great idea, but I'm going to take a plunge. This is here's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did you even get it from? What point? She doesn't turn up. Because you can't really complain if I don't get his permission inside his room, right? Sure, that's how it works. Because they didn't say you couldn't do it, doesn't mean you can't not do it. Yeah. I'll try and find it. There's something in the card box. Its blueprint was something and something's laid out looks like carbon, plastic and plaster. Is that Rubbo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. That's not his handwriting. It's not like pretty much like anyone in my room. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. Stand each other bathroom. Just stuff you can hear. It's pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom get this dirty? Great. I guess that's it. Look out, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, it wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
What about Justice showed up too? What about Justice? It's here, wearing the costume.
Okay.
But anyway, as soon as we can, head to the pool on the second floor. So I think Kira and Kirk will come up at the same time. Then we have to head to the pool. I ran up to the second floor as fast as I can. What is happening? What is happening in this school? Kyoko and
I mean...
Hifumi and I are the worst, eh? Hero!
Right.
I found Hero. He's jammed in the pool locker room. Looks like he's fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
So I can't believe you kicked me. Could have been a little gentle about it, like, I don't know, crash my face or something.
What?
That is creepy. Anyway, Kyoko. Where have you been this whole time? It's hospital or something, where's Trace?
Wow.
Something I check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind. But I can't.
Hey,
No importantly. She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know who thinks she's certainly spying from last night?
and?
That's what Hero. And then she explained to us why I dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. I believe him. I think he's been framed. The second thought. I was asleep, didn't even know how that happened, then I woke up and I was here. I don't care, just think about the costume. It pains me just to look at you. Oh, well, I didn't have to see what I can't to go that off a little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
You didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy, but I think that you can get it off on your own. Let me have a choice, let's help him. I bet he's going to be bloodied. I bet he's going to be bloodied and that's where the washed towel come from. To get everyone's help, but still you have to Hero off the suit. Look a minute, eventually got another pieces off. Okay, he's not bloodied. We were free at last. It's kind of weird how the perfectly that suit fits Hero.
So then,
More to the point, nobody would hear me able to wear that costume. Wait, hold on a second. Is that Miss Jekyll with a raid with 5 people? Hell yeah! Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you doing? What have you been up to? What have you playing? You've been playing Dynasty Warriors 9.
No.
Go forth and unleash your
You want some
passionate
comfy?
spirit.
Well, you're all rolled up in
Let's
my
go play out.
pregnancy pillows. That's pretty comfy, I would think. What? Oh, okay. Yeah! I didn't get wrecked again. Did I already beat him up? I just feel like I beat you already.
Thank you for the icon shower. I'd love to
What,
see
you were
it.
treating back there to get beat up again?
So yeah, how was your stream? What were you? How did it go? How have you been? What are you up to? Welcome in Reddit's phone. Please, you didn't know, my name is Alex. Okay, that's my name. I play a variety of games. We're currently playing through Danganronpa, the first one. It's a kind of a murder mystery game. And we're in the middle of the third murder of the game. Technically a third and fourth murder, because 2 people are dead. And this guy... Yeah, playing Talk with my kid. Solid content. That sounds very much a Ustream. Love to see it. Is your kid excited for the new WWE game coming out? Because I know that they like the last one. That's a big question. I want to know. But yeah, this guy is the main suspect for the murder that just happened, but I don't think it's him. So far, it is flawless. Like, if I had hair, that would be my hairstyle. Because I mean, look at it. But I don't have hair. But this guy, we think he's the suspect of the murder, but I don't believe it. I think he's been framed. He seems kind of out of it. Oh, and he focuses on the hell yeah. Hell yeah. Plus, I like the fact that it's now going to have like shared rosters. Welcome in Game Vibes. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that so much. How are you doing? I guess you came in the raid. If not, would you come from and how are you doing? But yeah, I like the fact that the new game's going to have the shared roster across all the platforms, because the WWE games have got like it was the Xbox base, and you know, now we can all indulge in it. It'd be fucking great. Awesome. How are you doing? Anyway, let's get on with this game. I'm going to do bad readings. I apologise for that.
Honestly.
Except for the channel like innocent. Blueprint's in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, how did you know? Unless we told you. How did you know that? Sure, it's Blueprint myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. When I put this costume on and went around attacking everyone.
That's terrible!
Was hero. Should we tie him up and gag him? So now.
Just the worst.
Good idea, we don't want to kill anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on guys, I think it's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, Zach in Blueprints, I've no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this, that's kind of the point of a trial though. Just gonna have to talk his way out of this. It's decided, you killed them. What killed you? I have no idea what you're talking about. There's be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else possibly did the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How did you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try them yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. That missing a bit. You're gonna start putting on the Rebel Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Why?
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he made it. It could have been just designed for him. In a huff, he took the suit back off again. Well, now you're out of excuses. I see, it's because you're a girl. If there's another guy, then. Makoto, go ahead. Okay. I'm Makoto. Yes, I will. I picked up the pieces of the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arm's too long. No way I can wear them.
Just a second.
See? I told you it's possible. You're absolutely right. Caesar's costume is made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. There must have been one that looks the same, but it's them.
Honestly.
If you assist in that line in defense, let's show some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Who's anyone with an alibi during this whole thing anyway?
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is this really true? I had no idea what's happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Interpret Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullet section of my handbook. Excellent. Yeah, this is strange.
Oh.
So you didn't expect Hiro and Kyoko to show up at the same time. Perhaps Kyoko been hiding all this time. I have no idea.
Then perhaps...
Perhaps she was working for the mastermind. What else could expect her questionable behaviour? Goodbye. You've got protected her, I guess. That's because she helped me out a lot until now. Right, the master, that's exactly what I'd be doing to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like that as I said it. Thank you. I hate you, but you're right. Gotta lurk, kiddo making a giant mess of the clinic sound. Love that for you. I hope you have to have the best time cleaning it up. Seriously, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the raid. Appreciate the lurk. Hope you have a productive day. And see you around.
What the heck?
Maybe don't tell what's going on. How am I supposed to understand? You gotta figure out that Star was been killed, right? Him killed her. Who was it? Well, two people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? Two people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. Why are you assuming he did it? I did not. Wait, hold on. Those two are the only ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may have to tell us then. Taka and Hifumi are fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means alter ego and or Shihiro must have done it.
correct.
They see, that's unfortunate.
Please.
Ah, unfortunate.
What the heck?
It's not trying to trick us, just that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so.
I know that note. No. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we can just escape. Monica will come find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. The last thing I remember was going to the rec room, and for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real guy probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
Now hold on, he could be on something. The Nefus office did have chemicals that could do that. What, really? Told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, chance to escape, someone wrote that all that tricked me. Yep. Even if that's true, you must be the one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Last been trapped here so long, even you know it's a lie. You still gotta check it, right? Yahoo! Right, Wario. They paid my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. Just gonna buy it.
Don't be mean.
We should buy it.
Just a second.
Alright, share us a note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No
Looks
way.
like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. It wouldn't hurt a fly. I said before, we also believe you with proof evidence. Can you show us that note? No particular issue with what you claim. If we want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? Serious? Celeste is being very pushy. This seems like a very Celeste thing to do. No good. Shall we resume our investigation? No time to waste, full class job again. Why did you keep investigating? We don't know who did it.
What the heck?
Why did you try and kill him? Tell us, hero. Like I said.
Just the worst.
Did it really get that money? Molecule of it? Yeah, it must be it. She's totally broken, that's why. Wait, there's false accusations. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful you haven't bound and gagged you. You're turning a yelling carrier and you have time to search your evidence. Right? Yeah, you're right. And took that second suit and that note. Please don't fail me now. That's for a song, and I've listened to that song many times. I just can't remember the name of it. That's gonna bother me. What fucking funk song is that? I'm gonna Google it. It's not the Joy Crook song. I don't want to look at Quintus Stone, it's not that. Do you know what? It's not important. It's not important. Then ask Teko, Janus and Jack to switch with me. If she and Sakura got in a fight, we have a catastrophe on our hands. Oh, bye. One point, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Okay, did you have a second? Huh? What do you have the investigation?
It would seem...
It's like I'd late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sorry when helping you. Can you promise me something? Better when you have time. Will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. Check this out simply.
Anyway...
Anyway, Chab, you don't mind, do you? Okay. How are you? Wet fucking blanket.
Shall we go?
Thanks. No, then, shall we?
Hey,
So looks like I like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses, I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me. You know that she does this. She did this in the last fucking thing and the... Ooh.
correct.
Their bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than a bully.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway...
Again, we found that out from a dead body that fucking Sakura had to look at. Oh, you stupid boy. Anyway, let's hurry, for the class trial begins again. Right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. I guess we should head that way for now. If the bodies are gone again, I'll be livid. In here. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. Only for a moment.
So then...
Well, then let's get started. Now, the thing with Kyoko is we don't know what she is. Everyone in this school has had an ultimate skill. Like, for example, Taka was like the ultimate like student. I think that's what it was. Hifumi was the ultimate fanfic writer. Really, it's like a smutty comic kind of thing, but people in the West wouldn't know what that was. So being a fanfic writer. No, but she was the ultimate question mark, question mark, question mark. And no one knows what she is. She's been the most mysterious out of everyone so far. She crouched down to Taka when that had taken me poking pollen bodies.
I knew it.
The molecular power was right. They both killed using similar weapons. Hers was smooth. She was so calm. Seemed uncomfortable, she made me feel a little more comfortable. Right, so...
I see.
Kaido, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You don't wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand. He did?
whew.
I'm so oblivious to people around you. Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, since you had a watch,
So then...
take a look. It's broken. You see the hands aren't moving, right? Something broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. He noticed the hands is frozen just past 6 o'clock. That means the watch was broken sometime after 6.
That's right.
But last night Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you! How long are you gonna keep waiting? Blah blah blah. It's 10 o'clock, you know that? No time for little girls and boys, right?
In other words...
So we went at 10 last night. Couldn't have been broken at 6 PM. It was happened at 6 this morning. Nice. Broken wristwatch. It's been noted.
However...
Let's take a look at Taka's left hand. Appears to be gripping something. Right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? It's the missing note. It's the missing note from Hero.
Because...
Rigobus already said it. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. I didn't want to grasp Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After enough, I was finally able to feel the object in his tightly clenched fist. Piece of paper.
Hey,
It's all he had in his hand. Yeah, that's it. It's scrap paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kira could attend to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Nice. Kiyotaka scrap of paper. Thank you, Sims. Let's add it to the tutorial section of my handbook. Biggest problem I have right now. Instead of considering me surprised by of corpse. For the nurse's office, I just go over here in the repository. Away from the first and third floor enough for anyone noticing. This contains restful. Oh, we saw this already. Yeah, we saw this. So my theory still stands that he's the accomplice and he was then killed to be a loose end. So did you find anything?
indeed.
It did. Well, almost better to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
That's right.
Who had hidden them? Hidden?
Indeed.
Stuff in his pants, so I can only assume he hid it on purpose, you see. In his pants, so wait you.
Why is that?
It's just his pants, not like his socks or something. Don't want to know what that means.
Hey,
Wait a minute, check the paper. Come on, Makoto, open it up. Think about how it's stuffed down his pants. It's like it touched his penis. People have penises and they can touch things. That's like the worst thing in the world. Better be important, I feel. I'll never forgive you for this. A note. Found a hole you can escape. Well, the Cooper can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Stay in the Cooper room at 6 AM.
so
That sounds very familiar. That's it, same note here, is the note thing. He's telling the truth.
however,
It's not exactly the same, is it? That's what it said. It said 1 AM, not 6 AM. The time is different. Your tells it said 1 AM. But nope, that's for me at 6 AM. That's interesting.
is that right?
Oh, just because we have the note doesn't mean it's meant for him. Huh?
So,
Might have been torn, right? I think there's a like there's some meaning there. It's a part of the meaning to hate being rich. Could you explain it a little more, you fucking moron? Think carefully.
hey,
Why did it be piece of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it was just scrap paper that he was holding? What if it was something more important? I got something important like that can be a scrap paper. That's what I need you to answer. You fucking idiot.
hey,
Well, I'll actually say one more thing. The victims this time definitely have the e-handbooks on them. The e-handbooks are nothing to do with the murders carried out. Not that there was any reason they were connected to things in the first place. So you don't have to worry about the e-handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you have to think about it, then at all, I wouldn't have gotten where to mention it. What say was they wouldn't need to help carry out the murders? They may come at a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. How it may play a role, I don't think I understand. But if I think it's important, I better keep my own mind in mind. I'm going to be right back, because it is way too hot in here to turn the heating down. Alright, we are back. Well, let's continue on with this murder. Yeah, it's telling them it's on 20s, which is like... I don't think it's accurate. But I also have to teach Fanta. So that'd be fun to drink later. Oh. Just in time. We have the final... We have all the pieces of the puzzle now. Well... Save for any surprises they throw at us later, because they were so surprising at us. Because why would this game be straightforward?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Great. Can't wait.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot.
I guess we're beating this chapter today then. So I don't see any way where we can not complete this chapter. Which is great.
Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Oh, goody.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where investigation comes to an end. To forget the rest of yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. And there are so few people here this time. Everyone had more Kuma's proclamation. They're gathered by the red door. As soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
there's two of them. Just multiplied.
Wrong.
Well, not multiplication. Just looks like because of an illusion. It's the fact that it looks like multiplied. Okay, can you guys sandwich us a real Monokuma? Can we just get the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
I'm not here to play with you.
Okay. Hey, hey!
But everyone's here. They're ready to go. Please board the pain train or elevator. See you guys down there.
Let's go.
Do not call it the pain train.
Please!
Hold on, not meant to be prepared for yet.
What the heck?
You're never meant to be prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. It's not him, though, Hina.
What the heck?
Told you already, I didn't do it for serious. Reminds me, do you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but... Unfortunate, it seems you have a culprit. Celestial confidence is giving you away, I think. So, because I've never played this before, so I wouldn't know. But if it's not Celeste this time, I'll be surprised, because she's been the most suspicious this whole time. That isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. And then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. I have to do it. Can't let her kill Hifumi so I get away with it. Paraffin is still alive. Thank you, Fall Guys. And for those two that lost their lives. The one who killed Fumitaka, the one who killed the two of our friends. The killer is someone right here. What do you got to say about this, Celeste? You can pick the culprits to confirm. The trial will be over in no time. Is it though? Is it though? Took one last breath, exhaled slowly. Began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, but the steel box began to move. Clutching of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There's no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Not sure how long it was before the elevator came to a stop. The elevator door stood open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Oh, it's changed again. There's three all gathered up together like this. We'll just have to give you a left. Score 11, slowly reaching its climax.
Just the once.
Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
You hate me so much, but it's so cute. I mean,
Come on.
stop goofing around again the trial. Don't push me, of course I'm going to start it. Or whenever be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. By the way, this is where I'm ending the stream. Never hold back and be like that. Okay, let's begin. Get your assigned seats to them. So the curtain opens once again. Deadly blah 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 blah. Deadly class trial. You said it is before. It's not as a pack. Do I want to save? Hell yeah. Actually, now would be a good place to stop it. Why is this fuck off? Would be a good place to stop it. But because the trials can be quite long. So read the clues. Blue tarp is going to be interesting. That is related to how to move Taka. Previous glasses being moved is very sus. Spotless hammer is also very sus. That is how the body got in there because Taka Hifumi was in there with the body. He locked the door. That's what I'm thinking. No, that's obvious. That's his glass skin color. It's so like cutesy in anime. It had to be Hifumi's. So that's the Count Strange. That's going to come back and bite her in the ass at some point. She's going to slip up. That's going to be that's going to be linked to that. Because hammer is really neat. That's still a mystery to me. That's also weird to me. I don't know about that, unless you can't read the time. That's the load that... Yeah, those two are obviously linked. You can tell from the tears. Okay. Don't have many skills to learn, I think. In fact, I have no other skills to learn, that's the problem. I have not been doing a very good job of getting them, and... That's gonna bite me in the ass. I thought I had an extra, I swear I did. Oh well.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will
This is
receive
those of you who are
punishment.
still here and new.
But if you pick the wrong one,
That's how that trial works. Basically what you're saying
then
is...
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then.
Graduation means
to
they get to escape
begin
from the hell
with-
school. And the others will die.
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Oh, you can talk genocide, Joe.
Who are you calling a murderer?
Right?
I am sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
Unless it's planted, but it clearly
It
was.
points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know!
Should I really kill her all? For anything else, just to make it clear. Make your argument. Master Hero's message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff!
Yep, I believe
It's
you.
not true, it's a conspiracy!
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
I mean, look at the blueprints. The handwriting's awful messed up. Remember, right, here's handwriting is.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true, it's a conspiracy! No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the
Right.
culprit.
It's not true, it's a
So all this is a load of bullet.
Why did you kill them?
No! Just
I
hold on
can-
a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Okay, that's wrong.
It's not true, it's No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true, it's
I'm messing up. I'm messing up.
hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true, it's No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room.
Shoot!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true, it's No! Just hold on a second!
I messed it up.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true, it's No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Shoot!
What am I doing wrong?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Damn it.
It's not true, it's No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all that you are the culprit.
That's wrong.
It's not true, it's a No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that! It's not true, it's a conspiracy!
Hero, why? Why did you kill
No! Just hold on a second!
I'm fucking this up
everything
big
we
time.
found in your room? The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true, it's No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the...
It's not true. It's
Hero, wow.
No! Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room.
What? Okay, that's clearly not it. It's got to be your room. There's going to be a contradiction.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
What?
Shoot!
Everything we found in your room.
What am I doing?
Shoot!
Blah blah blah. That of it for me because it was 0. Which makes no sense.
I
Yeah.
refuse to give up yet.
Yeah, I wanna... I'm so confused. What am I doing wrong?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy. No! Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
It's not true. It's
Hero, wow.
No! Just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room.
That's... Okay, it's not that.
Shoot!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Right, I was doing that. I swear I was doing that.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Which bracket, by the way?
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
That's right.
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
There must be.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Just pass it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Hero.
I got it!
It was Hero.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Right.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Right.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Yeah. Because it was staged.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
No, fuck that. He's got a point.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Yeah.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Wow, nail it down.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yep. Things which were... it would have been...
My gun!
Still one more thing.
My gun!
Boom.
They
Easy.
were a dolly and a tarp, right?
With a dolly and a top. Together, shoot.
So, let's see if I can explain.
I dropped its crack on the floor. That's what I'm going to explain right now. It's still good. It's tap it.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yeah.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
Yeah.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
That's correct.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
I mean, there's fucking tire marks leading off the fucking blood.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Yeah.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
That's correct.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
How could I be mistaken? It's a fucking blood.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No, it's not.
She's
Because
raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around
except the
you.
fact that I bet the one who's solved both the cases so far. Wow, this. Never heard anyone sound so nice and being so mean. Maybe I'll change that mind. We'll explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element. Sure. Let's put reloading. Study the next bullet type battle. No one more ingredient to the recipe. Unblock the screen and take the tempo and make your ammo count. But now there's really been a limit on how you could destroy opponent's statements. And for now on, just lock and go and press the trunk won't be enough to handle them. Now it costs you one bullet to destroy a single mark. Once you discover how you can reload pressing square. Stop locking on, you have to press square to turn the tempo marker. This is permit square button has a function which will be extra strong. Okay. Alright. This already?
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. against you! You miserable wretch! I cannot agree!
This should prove it.
I didn't have to really quickly. I thought it was like the endgame thing.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Just two now.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Yep.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
That's right. Just say it's really hanging that much.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Right.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then... what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Right.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Yes, because his the waist can't bend. Look how the body was moved. Cleared. Right. What do you mean by that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yes.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah. But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push
Damn
the
it.
dolly no problem.
That was it.
And cut
That was it.
If you accept Ev, then you must realize that who...
Sorry, I don't think I...
As we know,
Taka would end from there.
Yeah, then loaded it on...
Now,
keep in mind that the dolly...
Well, yeah. But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, wrong. You can't do it. You're in the fucking suit. You know that.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
You were wearing it.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
That is back past 15 years. As you can go anywhere with this thing. Go. Yep.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
You fucking idiot.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit,
Yeah, but caught.
it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Exactly. Exactly. Yaki, I hate you, but you're fucking smart.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
You can't take it off by yourself because of the latch at the back.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Maybe we just saw this, but let's remember it again. Would you make sure that you can't take off by yourself? Just make sure if I can say. Clasp from the back, just keeping you from doing it. Pretty steady, I didn't even get up and down. You mentioned what's happening. Bam.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Yeah.
Then you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course he fucking wasn't.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Exactly.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
But you were fucking wearing the suit, you know.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Ooh, the picture there.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
How do we explain that?
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you go hit? You got hit me. What guy? Robo Justice, so that's what I started to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
No!
Hold on a second!
No!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Thank you.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Yes.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Yeah.
Let's
right.
review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
Thank you, Genocide Joe.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Yep.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened.
Yeah, that's what I want to know more than anything else, other than the fact that I'm going to die.
I suppose we could start with this morning.
That's a TV show on ITV.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Yes.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
That is Robo Justice.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Yes.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
1 second.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
Celeste again. I saw a shadow, so maybe we went top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
Celeste has been very sus in this whole thing. Like, I don't know what she's playing at,
And soon after that,
other than trying to murder people.
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
That's what's wrong, blah blah, this is rather intense scream, something like you. So the strange costume man ran up seconds I screamed, was blocking the stairs. Seeing her defend another way and disappeared.
and then
that? Downstairs, it must have been. Hifumi's in there somewhere. How, if he, okay. Yeah.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Because if he was down the stairs, how the hell would he get past her if she blocked him?
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
Get to the bottom of this.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi dead.
Mm-hmm. He was definitely dead there.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yeah.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi.
Right.
Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising.
His body disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yeah.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
That is true.
And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
Yeah, Celeste again was the one who said we found the bodies.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
Mm-hmm.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
It does, but it's not that complicated.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Yes.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
It's a great jump on the audio there.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Taka, yeah. Contradictions hidden in what happened with Taka. No one's uncovered the truth of this case, so we have to find them no matter what.
So, regarding Taka's death.
It doesn't say the time of death on the Monosimba file.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Just how much blood numbers, but they're using that order.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
Yeah, it's the first one I just missed.
So, regarding Taka, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka
Damn
came
it.
last.
What makes you say?
Because of the number.
It's true that he flew while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in.
Okay.
Shoot!
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was
Killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if we got, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, that's
It's true
that's
that
the number.
Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came
numbering.
after.
It's one number, but yeah.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
That's big wrong. Big wrong.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Fine. With what? Wristwatch, okay.
Now I understand.
Easy.
I got it. Papa's wristwatch.
Got it. Taka's wristwatch.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer, because as of last night,
We went over this already, but just recently, but that's it.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Yes.
And that would be his official time of death.
Yes.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
That's correct.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
Yes.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's correct.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Correct.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That's correct.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
What's that? If there's theirs, it must have been Hifumi's and there's others. Yep.
When
Okay.
we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
That's correct.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office. And that's where we found his body.
It's
totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
Not true.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Yeah, idiot.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Correct.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Yeah, she's not.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
Yep.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Yes. So now Kyoko.
So what now, Kyoko?
Yep.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Yeah, I think he wasn't dead.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Could have gone for a minute or two now. So the killer was able to get them with the actual right time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
True.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
I think you're talking out your ass, Kyoko, but go on.
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Okay, there we go. Yep, figured that out.
The dead body moved on
There
its
we
own?
go.
No! Not another ghost!
You're a fucking moron.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Correct.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Yes.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Did anyone check?
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
It's very possible. The dead was still alive. It's really possible, yes. His glasses were smeared and they weren't, and they found the handkerchief. Okay, this is false.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once. Even Taka's body discovered it was at the exact same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually...
No. Because Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you've heard the body. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yes. I'm about to die, I just fucking realized. Can't fuck this up.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Let's go.
No, it's wrong.
That's wrong. Fuck you, Celeste. We got you
Was
now.
the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Correct.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Correct.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Correct.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means,
Yeah.
even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Yeah.
Huh? Later on?
Yep.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement. First time played when we found the body. No stops the equipment. Second time was when come up to her on the thing.
Shoot!
Shit. How far am I going to step back? How far am I step back? That was right though. Surely that was right. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yep, I fucked up. Pardon me. I hate this word congratulations, it's wrong.
Is this really the end for all?
That is the wrongest spelling of congratulations I've ever seen. Thank you for restoring my life.
Was the body discovery announcement that...
Of course it was.
Maybe. But
That's right. It wasn't.
So there's a good chance we've made... I think we've confused whether the announcement...
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma.
What do you say?
Well, it's a fair, but what I... It's...
That didn't answer our...
No, actually, he said it's only even if we. If that's
Huh?
Exactly.
Second body discovery announcement. When? It's not that one then.
Shoot! Shoot!
What? Okay, what? I swear I clicked that one
I got
the
it!
first time. I swear I
We
did.
heard it a second time in the repository when we
I
rediscovered
swear I just
the
didn't
2
move the down.
bodies.
That's bothering me. The game controls let me down that for long. And clearly I didn't, but I swear I did. What did you do it?
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Correct.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Correct.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
His glasses.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom! That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Except for the thing I showed you when I was right there.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Proof that Hifumi was alive. Try it, show it over. I'm gonna have the proof. It's this bloody glasses scarf.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned...
Oh, right.
Shoot!
What's wrong there? Should we go?
Well, here's one thing. The first time we found him, and then his body
And the next time it was in.
But when you compare his body before, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Bam, there was his glasses.
No, it's wrong.
Let me check it out. That was really wrong.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
That would have been his.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
Yep.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
Yep.
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Correct.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Correct.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Correct.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Yep.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Yep.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Right.
That's a good point.
That's the only fucking reason.
Then it must have been him, right?
Yep.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office.
Yeah.
He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead. What was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
Correct.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
Exactly.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
Well, no, it would have made sense for being in his glasses.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
I wonder who it was.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
Yep.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
It was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Yes.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
Correct.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Correct.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Correct.
I just can't believe it.
Well, you should.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
You need your surprise evidence now.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Yeah. I don't think we stuff in Taka could it have been.
I got it!
The note.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
We did. It was very fun to explore his pants.
What? In his... pants?
Yes.
Yes, his pants.
Where nobody would ever want to go.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I don't know how maybe we can escape. Blah blah blah. Monokuma, secret note.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Yes.
It's not the same?
No, it's not the same.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Yeah.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
I love her nicknames for everybody.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Alright, that looks like it's seriously scary, but still. Can't let it get.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
has nothing to do with TikTok.
No, it's wrong.
That's wrong. Good first try, I like that.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The fact that he was killed at 6 a.m., you fucking idiot.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yeah.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right? Which is where Taka was
Fucking
killed.
shit. Bacon visible to Tiger 3. Hello, Bacon. Maybe jump there. Maybe jump. Give you a shouty outy. How you doing, Bacon? What were you playing? You were playing Dead Space 2.
But I think this is Halo 3's but you can't.
Bacon was admitting that Halo 3 is not a good game compared to Titanfall 2. There we go. How did she go, Bacon? We are, for those of you who are new here, I'm Alex. I do variety games. We are playing Danganronpa. It's a murder mystery game. I've not played it before. It's really fun. Hard and fun, very spoopy. Excellent. Love to hear it. I'll try and catch it next time. Like I didn't know you were streaming at the same time, so I was like, but I did it late because of editing. But yeah, glad you had a good time. Glad you had a good time. Where we are right now, we're on the third trial. It's very confusing. Basically, Taka and Hifumi were killed. There's a guy in a giant robot suit. I thought schedule inconsistent. That's fine, Bacon. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's times are just times, isn't it? But yeah, Taka and Hifumi are dead. There's a guy in a robot suit who they think did the murders. They found Hiro in the robot suit. He had no idea what was going on. He said he was drugged and knocked out. So it wasn't him, clearly, but who was it? We've just discovered that Hifumi wasn't initially killed, and he played dead so that he can move Taka's body. But the question is who for and why? I mean, logic would denote that it is Celeste he did it for, because he basically was in love with her from episode 2. But that's why this is also why this thing is like super sneaky, and like she's been on the defensive a lot in this, and she also was basically guiding the whole drama when it was all unfolding, which is like I was suspicious from the start, but we haven't got to any concrete proof that it's her yet. But we'll see what happens now. Yeah, that's my rundown of it. Is Dead Space 2 wouldn't be your next long play, Bacon? Because I would like to catch more of that at some point. Where was Taka?
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
Yeah.
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Yes.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections!
Thank you, Genocide Show.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Yeah, because you're a big fucking idiot.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
I was thinking he's trying to hide the evidence.
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Yeah.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka, well, that would be the fact that it was, that.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Correct.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Yeah, how would I fucking thought that?
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
That must be the case. Surely, no. That. How could you prove that with that, though? See, the gap is a gap there.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
And how is that?
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
Sounds right.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Yes.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Correct.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
You're a dumbass. You don't know what the fucking hell your left hand is at some point.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
You're a fucking moron.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Yes.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
The same person killed Taka, obviously.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
Yes.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Correct.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Wow.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Why are you calling her a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
Yeah.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yeah.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Well, unless they wash the hammers.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
You're a dickhead.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
For now, you're going to be dead next episode.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
How indeed.
Personally, I haven't a clue.
Of course you wouldn't.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
It's the washed hammer that I found. Blah 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 blah. Somehow I'll find the truth.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4.
Maybe just...
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers!
Nope.
No, it's wrong.
That's very wrong, buddy. And I can prove it.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Yeah.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Yeah.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Yeah, we found that. We
And
found
the
that hammer.
reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
Correct.
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Correct.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
Some as big as your head.
and even some flat mallet-like ones.
And that too.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Correct.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
Yep.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
Yes.
Whoever did that was the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
That's a good point.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Why are you trying to push that though? We did talk about the way using to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but okay, this is a clue.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Let's go on this.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really,
In this case, however, there were two murders.
Fuck you. Oh, I got to put it on that.
based on the rules that have, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
That's alright. Maybe that's the clue I have to grab.
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay. Let's move up this bit now.
Based on the rules that have, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and serve, assuming the rule holds true. It is simply impossible.
Yeah.
No, he's wrong. Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
Correct.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
Yeah.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Yeah, I didn't consider that, but yeah, that's a good point.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Yeah.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's cold-blooded.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Who would be that cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Yeah. You have to be convinced that the two murders in the same place. Same characteristics this time. Choker must have noticed that from the very beginning. Which means why she set up to look at a series of connected events with entire separate incidents. Choker's really amazing. Although, if you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
Who indeed?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debate up till now, the way this case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's only one person who seems to fit. And that one person is Junko. It would only have to be you.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yes.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
Shut you up, didn't it?
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Well, he's basically been licking your ass everywhere you've been going, so...
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Oh, you're breaking character now, aren't you?
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
There's hella evidence to support it.
Is that so?
Yeah.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
What's that?
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What was the... The screaming. It can't...
I got it!
There's that.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Yes.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Correct.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
You look surprised, Celeste.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Correct.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Yeah.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
She said she saw someone on the stairs that led us away.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Correct.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
She said she saw him on the stairs. Yep. She blocked the stairs and he went down the hallway. They went down the hallway.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Exactly. It came from the stairs. It must have been. She's direct. I said this from the beginning. She's directing traffic.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Exactly. Why didn't we split into groups? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
What are you gonna say about that, Celeste?
And on top of that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Smart. He's smart. He's smart.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Yeah.
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
Slade was not expecting this. Do not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Yep.
I don't believe it! Everything, the whole thing was one big act!
Yeah.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
Right.
Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
I mean, obviously.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture
Obviously,
gets very ugly indeed.
Getting very spicy there.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
That was piss yellow.
Oh, did I?
You did.
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
I'm interested to see what this is.
What are you talking about?
Me too, very thinking about.
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
What did you say? They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die just like those guys did.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yeah.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto.
Yeah.
Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
I don't know if I noticed that, but that's...
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Oof. Yup, yes, that's less going to make sense. What it's alluding to is... I mean, if Celeste hasn't killed two people, couldn't she just kill Byakuya and got a blaze of glory?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here.
We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't
I'm
it,
guessing
what was so
here.
strange about Celeste's comment?
No.
Shoot!
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positively.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
I'm being stupid.
Shoot!
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die.
We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about
not
Celeste's
that.
comment?
When the thing was so strange and those guys
They
mixed up.
must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to. We are going to die. And that is.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Right. Let's try that.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Good.
it's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
Yeah.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
None of us did.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
Yeah, exactly.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Nope.
So how did you know, Celeste?
How did you know?
How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
I mean, guys is just a term, but sure. This is a game that assists the true hero. Well, I guess that was technically true, but very insensitive to that.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Right.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
I mean, isn't that how trials went through? Choose to imagine the things that could happen.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
What about the shooter?
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
He's sitting on the sofa that's in the rec room.
So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
I mean, it's fucking acting.
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Well, yeah, of course you would say that. Other explanations. If it was a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only possibility is Hifumi is dragging the suspect away?
I got it!
Yeah.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away.
Because he was meeting in the rec room.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
Yeah.
And this strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing
Which I think is fucking true though.
is utterly impossible.
How?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
It's not.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Alright, fucking Dwayne Johnson. That's fucking cool. There's no way he's gonna drag the suspect away. Is that really possible? Okay, here we go. Dragon.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
No, it's wrong.
I messed up there, but I mean, I'll take it.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
It did. But then there are ways to complete it so it's like...
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
Right.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, you're doing a face now.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Those are words you should be saying.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
She can do the bullet time again, she.
Checkmate?
You okay, hun?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Who was it who attacked you anyway? Should I kill you? Who killed me? I remember the name. Yashu.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
I bet that was bum you alive, and I thought, wow, that's going somewhere.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
People's last names.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Yeah.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Preserve yourself.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Sure.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to. And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
She's been Celeste Ludenberg, she claimed to be.
To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Kinda, you got weird telephone hair and...
Well, do I?
dressing like a frickin' maid.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Let's give up, so then. Seems like I accepted it. How's it going, Marty? How's it going, Marty? How you doing? Welcome in, my friend. We're about to solve a murder, I think.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If
Got
there's
it?
one
No.
person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
She wants us
How
to...
long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
We do.
No, it's wrong.
Yes, we do. Yeah, how's it going, Marty? What have you been up to? What have you been playing lately?
That's it. The handbook.
The handbook. That's why it was mentioned earlier.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Yeah.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Yeah. This topic absolutely vital to fight heavy school life, so don't lose it. When you start up, we'll split your name, always make sure you have it the right one. No, that's not your everyday notebook, there's so many more uses of that. There was just
So all we
so
have
many
to do
clues.
is check her handbook,
Right now,
and
hoping
that'll
this should
clear
get
up
smoothly.
everything.
Episode 2. Episode 2. How long have you got left for your shift? I guess you just started. Let's check the handbook.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Ooh, we got there.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
That's not good in court though, buddy.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
No 6 hours. Oof. But you know what? I know it's not much, Marty, but let's celebrate Marty by having a shout out.
Don't fall for it.
There it is.
Shoot. Yeah?
Fucking suck your mum, you dirty big Nigel son of a bitch.
You celebrate?
I don't know. I was too busy trying to not swear.
Wow, what a clip. What a clip. You even got to suck your mum in there. Well, that's great. That's good. Good times.
Please, just tell us.
Don't get the Nigel comment, but I mean, I don't want to touch that.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
Because of the wonderful things he does.
until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
You're freaking out, lady.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Ooh, it's the final pieces. This is the bit I always fuck up a lot.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Yeah. This is the final bit. So, closing argument time. Hifumi was talking to someone in their room. Guess. I guess he was under a lot of stress. I convinced him. Time. That would have been 1 o'clock. Then they drugged him. Why is that here? Drugged him. We drugged him. Hold on, what's this? Who was it that killed someone first? It was... Alright, this is the... Damn. Certain that you can do it. No. Yeah, okay, so then, Act 3, Taka slash Mondo. Bam. He got hammered down. That would have been just hammer 4, as we can see in that other clip. Bam. So then the killer showed me the picture. that. Just use something to fake it as a criminal. It would have been Bat 2. Bat 2 was the fake. Took the nurse office. Squirted blood everywhere. Blah blah blah. And then he was kilted, allegedly. With the fake hammer, right? And then we're like, oh no, he's dead. Whatever happened here? And then we found Taka dead at the same time, and that's when the message came out. So they filmed out the body. That's when he pushed the trolley. Undid Taka, and then he's like, hey, go here. And then she was like, guess what? Loose ends, bitch. And that was the regular hammer that she washed in the thing. I think I got this right first time, but I have to sort that every other time, so
The killer is you!
so let's go.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro.
Yep.
The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Hell yeah.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him.
Correct.
While the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When
Correct.
they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan.
It didn't do it.
They called Taka to the equipment room.
Poor Taka, he didn't deserve that.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Even he was totally where to the laptop though.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room.
Correct.
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Yeah.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken.
Yep.
They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
It's a very weird story.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
What?
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office.
Which was stupid.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time.
They did.
So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
All good so far.
We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
You can do that.
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Correct.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Yep.
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
Pretty clever.
That should cover everything that happened in this case.
And that was useless.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
What have you got to say to that?
Lost?
You lost.
I lost?
You lost.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
Probably about 3 seconds ago when you said it twice.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
Well, we're trying to not die, so if you want us to not die, you need to come out as the killer, so yeah.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Wow, well, I gotta admit, off the bat, this was the other person that was spoiled in the PSN. I didn't see how, but I knew that they would be a killer at some point. So logically, I figured they would be the one after the other one that got spoiled. Which kind of sucks. But I didn't know how and who. As soon as I realised that Hifumi was involved in doing weird shit, I was like, okay, I figured it out. Which sucks. But nothing else has been spoiled for me from PSN's fucking video thing, which is, again, a really shitty thing that this wasn't their fault, but, like, still. Either way, I'm very still surprised by how it all played out, but still, it was like, okay. Hopefully now the next ones will not be spoiled. We have prefer transparency.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
The end for you.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
Let's do it. Sorry, back now. I was eating like dinner. No problem, bacon. We just figured out that the murderer was Celeste, with Fumi's accomplice. pretty bastardy stuff. I also stated off at the end of that, I did know that Celeste would be a killer. I didn't know which time it would be. Only because it was spoiled on PSN, not because it actually was Celeste. Yes. Yes, true, it really was. But I didn't know how it was, but I kind of figured, I tried to figure it out from the clues rather than saying I know she's going to be a killer. But it was fairly obvious how this was playing out, it was going to be her. Yeah, Celeste's bad. Celeste is a big stinky murder maker, and we don't like that. We don't like that at all. So now we are going to see what happens.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Yeah.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Celeste was a big no-no. And I bet Aaron was really upset when he played this fucking game, and it was Celeste, because he really liked Celeste. Misty Fancy at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The black at this time, the true killer who devised such a whole stinking scheme, was Celeste Lindbergh, or precisely, Taiko Yashihiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. Guess trying to work with someone else was a big mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations. I mean, yeah. But also the fact that you basically blew your own hole a few times, so...
I knew it.
So you did approach Hifumi with this plan. How did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality, lying. Speciality, don't really laugh, I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Did you use, you know... I think you figured out, Kyoko. Absolutely right, to get Hifumi to talk to my accomplice.
Indeed.
I used her. What? For everyone who's still left, I avoid mentioning it by name, but... The one thing that Hifumi and Taka are both... She stole the laptop. What's she mean? She's talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
And you're the one who stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
You used the drug Hifumi into your plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last time, I had a little meaning about how it disappeared. I paid Hifumi a little visit. Oh, well, what are you doing here?
Actually...
So let me go talk to you. Alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What? Are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
So
I
then...
have proof. Would you like to see it? Turned out I found use for the digital camera. Taken, you know what, to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. He looked at the picture as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, it was Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
As for me...
He threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
As for me...
He came to my room last night, unannounced. Last night? That is a word. I made my cop do words, and then I realized... Then it's hard for me to even say. Wow, that's fucking low. I'm not even reading that.
what?
Then he took pictures. He said if I didn't do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. What a bastard.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I mean, I knew he got a little crazy, but
Say what?
I'd never imagined he would go that far. He didn't. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't stress how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape. He's made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean. Taka's going to try and kill you. What?
indeed.
And only so he can keep her to himself. Fat
This
bastard.
is unfortunately
Bastard, 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 bastard. Bastard is one of the best words in English language. In fact, it's my favourite word, so that's great.
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
Thank you.
Actually,
Then would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. With that, it's complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Fully agree with that second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. Power of love, even love twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it seems. You disgust me. She disgusts me as well.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was this string costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it's a real pain in the butt here. I asked him to do was make something to hide face and general body size. No idea make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So why did you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Got him. That's it.
Let's see.
In that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough with your parents, though. I feel like I'd cry.
Well,
When you're explaining your part to Hifumi, how would you explain the part to him about playing dead? Yeah. What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming he'd actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he gets found to be dead, what's this one showed up? I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded and put on the verge of death. It's just barely held on. Can you really believe that? Of course. That wasn't all there was to it. That's my Hifumi. The plan was, while you're questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so no one could doubt him. I told him and he believed it. All seems very straightforward, stereotypical. Let's match the lie level opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So you plan to kill him more wrong. But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if one pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. It's simply everything on power to win.
Don't be mean!
Nice on that Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives pleasure from the thrill of a hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what would you take things this far?
What the heck?
Is it really just for money? Talking about the $10 million one keep offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. That's not the rules to it. If the moment our new life began here, the only hope, thought, and hope, I guess, has been escape.
But...
But all along you were saying how you have to accept life here.
You little bitch!
Obviously that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it, I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here. I mean, sure.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get up. Every day was fresh to watch it. But you know want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there's no way that I could ever do that. In the underground, world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killer.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours that we fucking care about you being a fucking psychopath lying twat?
Isn't it
Just
wonderful?
live in a European castle. Wow. How do I even trust what you're saying right now? A castle? Together, handsome men from all over the world serve as butler slash bodyguards. It's gonna make them dress up in vampires. Satisfy every need. Wow. Once I obtained that, I would have created the perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream. My only goal. That's what life is all about. Living in a castle with vampire men who slave over you. Combat and winnings, well, it was $10 billion. Would have made that dream a reality. Wow, you must have had like more than like $100 million. Because that's a lot of money for a fucking castle. Got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
it was about to break. Unfortunately, my dream was shattered with the wind. Still, the only regrets, save my dreams are very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you're really able to kill your own friends for it.
Oh,
That's me feel guilty. It's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing is sacrificing for my own needs. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
It's all there is to me. It's what makes me complete. Complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? Simply a room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what you should be saying. And plus, how could you be so calm? Did you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to fly is unrivaled. I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even feel my own emotions. Conscious, deceived, unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes.
That's right, don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had the choice then,
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I'd have to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey!
Just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. When she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. That statement itself, life must have been a final lie. That weak fake smile was what betrayed her.
Chills! Chills!
You all done?
Chills!
Okay, let's get rolling. The blackened disturbed the peace, they must pay for the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For her. Ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Just gonna twist to Willie Nelson repeat.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Maybe we will. Well, that's Celeste. Yeah, this is the thing I saw on the PSN, is that this cover. And I'm like, okay, that's a bit fucking rude. So if you ever get this game on PSN, don't look at the trophies and then keep scrolling at the videos below, because you'll get fucked by... that castle. The burning of the Versailles Witch. At least I think it's not a big fucking ridiculous Rube Goldberg thing. Like fucking... She just gets burned at the stake. She's pretty quiet too. Like, she would be screaming and like in agony. Then her eyeballs would burst while she's still burning to death. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely, they launched a fire truck at us here. And that is the end of Celeste. I'm going to wait for the end of the chapter to happen of the night. Because there's usually some like guff here. It's over. The execution's over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her. But actually, Celeste killed your friend who killed another friend, so really she... whatever. Also, kind of at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free their regrets from the outside world. So more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young, you need to place more value in your lives.
What are you gonna do?
And here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? Throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're the embodiment of hope, if you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. Sad, yes it is, but the reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna keep making us go through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm sick of people asking that. Give it a rest already. So anyway. Kyoko. Did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh, how exciting!
Wow, oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What did you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. Anything about it. What was that just now? Right? Process in the kid's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's time I got out of here.
Well?
Well, you guys can go around enjoying your school life. Get in and give me a shout, not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
See ya. Balkuma disappeared, leaving us depressed and in despair. That wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey Kyoko, Balkuma already mentioned it, but... What's that key Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
Where, then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easy to miss what's right underneath your nose as well then. Better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the cloakroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head back to the dining hall, I'll check with you later.
What?
What? Exactly are you going on alone?
so...
Or why? Don't be asked to ask. She spoke, she glanced quickly at Swear's counter.
Come on.
Stop with me, why you? Windfall's a fun movie, but I'm glad it was shit. Welcome in fast. I'd never heard of Moonfall. But it do be like that, I apologise if you heard that by the way. Just gassy chicken. Someone's gonna spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just gonna draw up more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. We have just done the third murder trial. Turns out Celeste was a naughty girl, and she's a piece of shit. So that was fine. How are you doing today? Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Well, then it's up to you, man.
Yo!
I'm gonna go dining hall, okay? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go in together. Oh, she really is giving some bad ideas. Something I think it means.
Okay.
Girls like Makoto, girls like her are tough pushovers when you show a little backbone. Try to forget what Hina said. Everyone heads to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Let's have good days. I have HD my PS PlayStation now, so I'm gonna fiddle with that. Ooh, excellent. Hopefully they'll let me get that Wi-Fi HD working. This is true. Are you on your 99 Platinum now? In fact, now that you're here, Controlla's been here too. Close. So close. Are you still grinding on Cast 3 then, I'm guessing?
Yeah, because then that way all my OBS and all my Twitch stuff is just handled by the computer and the stream deck.
This.
I'm
coming.
Freaking healing.
I'm coming.
Just giving it a rocket.
This is literally.
We'll go for it. We saw.
This health point has.
Good morning. How is this thing not out of charge yet?
Is it my turn to have a game crash next?
It seems so.
100%.
Yeah.
Does make me sad.
Good one. We just threw her
Obviously
off
get
the
him
edge
to
of the
that.
map.
I hope so. I want to get you to that 100. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I've heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It's like she was speaking from the bottom of our heart. Oh yeah, that's way to get rid of random main text. I didn't see that clip. I'm so sorry. That was Trova's first game though. He wasn't playing with randoms. He was playing with Dral and the Noke. But yeah, it was his first time playing it. Yes. Never Kyoko so relieved. It's sad that she's speaking from the bottom of her heart. Because hearts can speak. I say what's left out. You didn't say a word. Stay quiet the entire time. No. Anyways. I think I might be able to have the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'll do my best, so please wait just a little longer. So we can officially say the case is closed. As far as the incident is concerned, sure, but could take a second. This is the opportunity. You want to be really honest with me. Can you please tell me? What are you trying to do all in your room here in the school?
You.
Is that who wants to come here with me?
However.
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. That warning, that explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's a natural thing for the last man's way, right? And you too? No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? So I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. Makoto, you're an idiot. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you where I'm disappearing, where I've been going. You see... What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it blew my mind. I'm so glad I kept playing because this is going to last until the end. It's going to be... Well, after I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes. So wait for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action. Do you know what? This could be a good place to stop. This could be a good place to stop. Because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I haven't saved in a while. Make sure that's done. Yeah, that's right here, right? I don't want to know what this is because it's going to be a lot and I'm tired. But here I think is a good place to stop because we've something to look forward to next time and then we can do the next day and be like, ooh, we done stuff. How surprising. So that's that. I had a really good time with this one. It's been a big fun episode. Just gonna stick on my microphone. And it's just left with more questions. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Who is streaming right now that I could do a raid on? That's the question. I'm thinking we're going to do a drop in on Pasta because Pasta is always good people. So please stick around for the raid. And she's playing Phasmophobia, which if you like that game, then great. If not, then it's just fun to annoy her. Because that's what we do. In a nice way. Don't tell her I said that. You're probably going to tell her I said that, which is fine too. So let's go and... because she's follower and subscriber only, but that's fine because she gets a lot of trolls. Anyway, yeah, let's go and do a raid, and I'll see you all Friday for Unpacking, which is a game that Gemma has redeemed. So, take care, goodbye, and have a lovely evening.